one.
It's that time again. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, and welcome once again to Monday night eModels, eModels.co.uk. Me and them two over there. That's where I think they are. That's where, yeah.
Hello.
Foxx and Chris. Yeah, unfortunately, Colin's not with us again this evening, but we hope he's getting better all the time.
Yeah,
What
big
is-
hugs to Colin.
Yeah.
Get better soon.
Hugs to Colin.
Hugs.
Squeeze.
If for no other reason than Mama Fox thinks we're all boring and so rubbish without Colin's Festus factoids. So.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyway, tonight we're going to discuss why are there holes in donuts and bagels, and also we're going to discuss if you eat a tea cake for lunch, does it become a lunch cake?
If there was no hole in a donut, would it just be a bap?
Well, that's what we can discuss tonight. All that and more on eModels.co.uk. Yes, good evening. Yes, as usual, it's your show. And all the rest of it. Things. Foxx, do the what's in store while I sort the camera.
Wait, what's in store? No, I don't think so, young lady. Who's doing the what's in store? Yes, it's your show. It's Monday. It's the eModel show. No, it's not what's in store, Ted.
No, it's not.
No.
Yeah, I'm all confused because
I know you want to get out of doing the what's in store, but it failed. Yes, it's the Monday show. It's your show. The whole point of this show is to hang out with us lot, and we'll talk rubbish for an hour or two, and you guys can hang out with your friends in the chat. So if you're watching this and you're watching it embedded in Facebook or Twitter or somewhere like that, and you can't see the live chat, click the YouTube icon that's down in the bottom right-hand corner over there somewhere. That'll magically transportate you to the YouTube page where you can carry on watching, and you can join the live chat, and you should. If you're on a mobile device, the chat might be underneath the video, so look down, not down there, because you don't want to see down there, but look down under the video and you might see the chat. Now, of course, it is an eModel show, so please do keep the chat nice and clean and family friendly, and please do not mention other model retailers in the chat, because this is a show for eModels.co.uk, your one-stop shop for all your model making needs. I don't know what this means.
all your model making.
It was all coordinated. It wasn't like the airplane safety
talking
thing.
Talking hands.
Yeah, it's for all your model making needs.
You've got to say that everywhere you go now. Foxx, who do you work for? All your model making needs.
I work for eModels for all your model making needs.
Yeah, the talking hands.
Mask will drop down from the ceiling, doors to open. Doors to manual, seat backs to the upright position.
Or I'm going grey by the minute, and I need a haircut. Yeah, right, that's it. Well, we've done our bits, so it's over to them in Chatland to lead the way. Don't forget Belly and Bench. That's always a thing, because it's Monday night. That's always a thing. And another thing, a lot of things, isn't there? I've just realised
Chris has got no bits, if you pardon the expression.
Got no what?
Chris hasn't got any bits. You've got a bit, and I've got a bit, and then Chris just sits there going...
I've got buttons.
Yeah.
That doesn't really count.
I can push buttons like that one, and you know, I can do different things. So
why are you on it?
I have just noticed that Colin's in chat is using finger words.
Yeah, but he's allowed because he's still up on blocks, isn't he, on the ramp?
Yeah, he's still suspended from the ceiling. But,
getting his undercarriage sorted.
I'm just shouting to the guy in the pit, don't look up, oh.
Yeah. That's another topic for discussion.
Big hugs to Colin.
And don't forget, if you finish the thing from last week, you can get a ding. So there we go.
That was a double ding.
Little bit sad.
Yeah,
that was a little bit sad, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm throwing dings away randomly at the moment, so you never know. You could get a thing if you finished. You could get a ding if you finished a thing. Not the other way around.
You know, you can get a ding if you finished a thing. It works either way.
Yeah. Well, you could anyway. Now then, I have discovered something on my bench.
Wait.
Yeah. It should be made public, because during the course of clearing up, I came across something that I'd left on my bench a few weeks ago, and it shows how disorganised this bench is.
Is it half a glass of gin? No, sorry, there's no such thing as half a glass of gin. Sorry,
I would never leave half a glass of gin.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. I just
even under all the rubbish. But I did find the things that go: Walker's cheese and onion crisps.
They are the correct flavour.
Yes,
it's the wrong colour. I still come from the generation where cheese and onion should be green, but we'll move on to that from that one.
Yeah, now is it Smiths that are green and Walker's are blue?
No, they used to be
No,
green back
they're
in
all-
the days when I was a
Yeah,
kid.
they used
but
to be.
now they're-
Salt and vinegar used to be blue.
Yeah. However, these crisps were unfinished, and I thought I'll save them. I'll turn the end down, and I will put a clip on them, and I will eat them next time I come into the workshop. And they just got forgotten about. Now I'm wondering how long a packet of opened crisps with the top turned down and held with a clip
Yeah, but
will they be fresh?
there's
or
only
will it
one
be
clip, and there's quite a lot of. How many times is it turned down?
Yeah, well, let's take the clip off. And it's turned down once, twice, 3 times.
Then
Well, that's, yeah,
no,
3.5
they're not going to be
times.
fresh. They're going to be pretty horrible.
3.5 times. Now, I suppose we really must have a taste test. We've got to have a taste. Well, we'll have a visual first. Make sure they're not green. Oh, they're certainly not green. Yeah, they're looking good.
Yeah.
Right. This
Is Foxx talking because he's doing it quietly? Foxx has muted himself for some reason. Foxx has not muted himself, but he still can't be talking. That's okay, as long as we can,
Right. This is a live taste test on behalf of Walkers. How long do Walkers crisps take to keep fresh in a turned down bag? Here we go. I take a Foxx is gone.
Yeah, he's run away. Well, his microphone stopped working, so.
Wait till he comes back, because here goes. Now, will it crackle or will it be a soggy?
Oh, I don't know. Getting close. Oh, there's still crunch. There's still crunch there. He hasn't passed out. His eyes haven't rolled. They're still good.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. Well, just for another one, just for the sake of Foxx, here goes.
I can't believe I missed the bit I was looking forward to. Oh. Yeah, I was going to say do some good ASMR stuff on there.
Yeah, that one was a little bit softer than the first one. But
Do a little bit of the crinkly packet quietly on the microphone there, Ted. Oh yes.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
and yeah, well, I've got to have another one.
We should point out that this show is not sponsored by Walkers, but if they do want to get in touch, then feel free.
We gratefully accept all free food for
Yeah.
any reason.
Ted at eModels.co.
Yeah, email Ted Crisps.
So we can safely say that Walker's crisps do keep crispy for about 3 or 4 weeks with the top turned down. A few times.
Now, if you are a different crisp manufacturer and you'd like to enter the competition, send us crisps we can use to compare.
No.
Unless you're Seagate crisps, because you don't understand quotation marks and your packaging annoys me.
We also need to do a fact-finding test of how many folds is the ultimate. Does one fold make it airtight? 2 folds?
Well, now you've opened it to the air and folded it back down again. Does that reset the counter?
Perhaps we have to try again next week until we get a soggy crisp sound.
Did you know that when they package crisps, they tend to have things like nitrogen in the package, not air, to keep them fresher for longer?
Yeah, that's why you get that's why you don't get.
Yeah, but they've actually got like inert gases in the packet rather than normal air, you see.
So that's this week's taste test. If you'd like us to try anything else, please send them along to Ted.
I really want crisps now.
The chocolate cake, anything like that. If you wanted to try it, just suggestions. Belly and bench. What's in the belly? Crisps. What's on the bench?
Crisps.
So there we go. Or for our buddies across the pond, chips.
Yeah, they're not chips.
No.
Daddy-o chips. Yes, my microphone fell over, so I had to go out and come back in again. Apologies for that.
Anyway,
Paul DeTiso says that Walkers look like Lay's chips here. Yes, I believe that they are the same. They're just differently branded.
Yeah.
Right.
I think Lay's bought Walkers. Walkers is a British company and Lay's is American.
So did they make them here and ship them over, or did they make them over there?
Yes.
Made
Yes.
because I'll have to reset the counter again. These are 100% Great British potatoes.
Potato.
Potatoes. So are the American ones? Are they 100% American? Right, I've reset the counter. I've turned the edge down again. Glorious cheese and onion, it says.
Glorious.
Multi-pack. The bag not to be sold separately. Yeah. So there was more.
I want crisps now, Ted. I haven't got any crisps. Gosh darn it.
Crisps. Right, Temporary Bobbin's name said he'd finished a thing. A 1/24th Paris taxi. What's he
Ooh.
got? There
Ding.
you are, Bobbins. Yeah.
I must admit, the ding's not as impressive as it has been, Ted. I think your dings are slightly lacking.
Let's move the ding towards the microphone.
It seems a little more muted. That's nicer.
Yeah.
That's more round and earthy.
Yeah, there we go. What else?
Paul Di Tommaso says about my hat, look, it's Spanky from the Little Rascals all grown up. Colin says to us, hey Ted, Chris and Fox, miss you dudes. We miss you too, dude. Big hugs.
Yeah. More hugs.
You're going to have so many what's in stores to do when you get back, Slacker.
Yeah.
You haven't caught up with yours yet.
I just finished my coffee, says Paul Tommaso. Does that count? No, it doesn't. Random as ever says, don't eat them. I did.
Too late.
See, the things, I didn't need a stunt man or anything. Did he do all my own stunts on this show? I didn't.
Paul Ditter says to me, Fox, the Eagle Transporter is kicking my ass a little. The windows. PVA glue or canopy glue is your trick there.
Dave Cardboard, this week, new segment, live vomiting.
Maybe later.
Yeah, once we go off air, give me an hour, and let me know.
If Ted starts to look uncomfortable in quarter of an hour and needs to nip off, then we know they've worked their way through.
If you can hear little noises.
Now,
Paul...
I know you can do it with Watsits. You can suck a Watsit because you can get all the cheese off it. Do you do that with crisps? Do you let a crisp melt in the mouth?
No.
Just lay the crisp on the tongue and let it.
No, that's not right.
When I get,
because they're crisps, they have to be crispy.
Yeah, when I get crisps, I just go blah 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 blah, and then I've not got crisps.
Crisp butties.
I've just got gallstones or something.
Yeah, crisp butties. That's the next thing. Yeah.
Paul Ditter was predicting that the crisps would taste like sad feels.
Maybe.
How was the taste? You didn't actually comment on the taste.
The taste was perfect. The taste was pure Walker's cheese and onion crisps. Yeah.
Have you ever had that one where you get one that's like overcooked and it tastes like weird burnt fatty flavour, and it's like, I don't like that one.
Oh yeah, you bite it. He's gone again, look. Yeah.
He didn't like it so much that he disappeared.
He's gonna get his own packet of crisps.
Yeah, it might be. Nip down the crisp shop.
Yeah, he's got them.
Blah 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 blah, falling over. Let me adjust everything again.
Where are we at?
Candy Green from Mongo says, fun fact, Pringles potato chips and crisps are each in the shape of a hyperbolic paraboloid.
Paraboloid, you say?
Well, that's what he says. I just copied him.
Hyperbolic paraboloid. Is that something you've got? Is that like kite surfing?
It's exactly the same shape as a Pringle.
Dave Cardboard says, next week's ASMR, milk poured onto Rice Krispies.
Now Fox wants Rice Krispies.
No, see, I was just packing something up earlier on today and I had a load of bubble wrap and I could have just been, it's too late, I was gone away now.
Yeah, that's the thing about your breakfast cereal. Do you add lots of milk so it's a milky cereal, or do you add milk just so the cereal soaks it up? Is the milk left at the end of the cereal?
It depends. If it was my big bowl that's no longer with us because it got broken, but it was like that deep, and it was like that, and it was great because I could put like a whole, I'd put lots of cereal in there, and there'd be so much milk in cereal I'd just never finish it all. But it'd always be like milk to the top of the cereal, unless it's Frosties, in which case you can have a little bit less milk because it needs that crunch.
Yeah, yeah, and you've got to be able to drink the milk at the end with one or two little like Frosties or Rice Krispies just floating in it, just so it gives it that crunch as you drink it out the bowl.
Mac is saying that they get some amazing flavoured crisps in France. Cheeseburger, goat's cheese and red chili pepper, balsamic vinegar. Some are better than others, he says.
Primetime Modelling says, Billy, chicken and mushrooms in white wine sauce and fresh pasta. That sounds very posh, doesn't it? Bench still a Toyota Celica rally car dial.
Well, I have to say for my dinner it was chicken and mushrooms in a jar of honey and mustard sauce, and tagliatelle. So very similar, but not posh in any way, shape or form. It was just a jar of sauce. And
Mrs. Ted made this nice dish. We eat it over 2 days because it's better the second day. It's called hog and dough. It's like a big piece of pork stuck in the middle of a casserole with onions and potatoes and everything, sausages and everything like that. And then it has a dough on the top, the same dough you make dumplings from. She puts that over the top and then cooks it in the oven, and it all comes out as one big sort of casserole. Oh, gorgeous! But if you leave it till the next day, it's even better. So 2 days.
Why don't you make it a day earlier then?
Well, you're going to eat it hot. Nice big slab of pork, crispy pork crackling from the top as well. You get your suet on the top and you make your dough. Gorgeous.
I'm just completely zoned out now. I'm thinking about all those different meats. I'm like,
Yeah.
Belly says, Paul Ditter, homemade £1/4 burger with bacon, cheese, and a fried egg ×2.
Cool. Yeah. Was it a hard egg or was it a sunny side up egg?
Peter Rogers, in my belly I have lamb stew and dumplings. On my desk is yet another Accurate Armour ferret scout car. I've just finished my 3rd ferret.
Lamb stew and dumplings sounds like a song title. Lamb stew and dumplings.
So is that Pete Rogers asking for a ding?
Yep.
Because you've got to ask for a ding separately. Yeah, that he's put that into Belly and Bench, which is a different category.
He does put finished in big perverted commas.
Yeah, he did make a highlight of finished. So
he did put it in capitals. Go on, Ted.
Yeah,
You got an extra bit of power behind that one. Lynn Dipple says Belly, Cajun turkey, and 3 pepper hang on, and scene. Lynn Dipple says Belly, Cajun turkey, and 3 pepper cheese sarnie, barbecue Pringles, and of course a Dr. Pepper. I have a fridge full of Dr. Pepper downstairs.
Dr. Pepper, yeah. Horrible stuff. Sorry,
shut up, Ted.
It's like medicine.
Don't you diss the Dr. P. I've got a fridge full of it, literally about 40 cans.
Although apparently American Dr. Pepper is very, very different to English Dr. Pepper.
See, even Mama Fox likes Dr. Pepper.
Well, if we get tickets and somebody kindly transports us over to America with free air tickets and things like that, accommodation provided, all expenses paid and things, we could try it out.
We've learned this week that if you give Mama Fox Dr. Pepper in a can with a straw, it makes a burp like a foghorn. It's great.
Colin's in with Belly. I had a choice. I couldn't make, so I had both a chicken and mushroom and a beef and tomato pot noodle. Mixed. It's a bit mixed in the same bowl.
See, he was always like, beef and tomato pot noodle is the law. Beef and tomato pot noodle and nothing else. But now he's getting the green ones in there. He's merging them. So eventually he's going to go all the way over to the green and the red will have gone.
Isn't the green one cheese and onion?
However, it's a taste.
I was trying to think how to do a cricket sound, but I couldn't. So I think Colin's gradually transitioning from red to green here.
But that's experimenting. That's like MasterChef, isn't it? Yeah, and what have you got in your pot tonight? Oh yeah, I've got 2 flavours of pot noodle.
I've been known in the past to combine pot noodles and Campbell's soup in the same pan.
Yeah, that would be just like chicken noodle soup.
Well, it's more like stodgy pot noodle, but yeah. Paul Ditter says Bench, possibly the worst paint job on the figures that come with the eagle. I mean, really, really awful. Don't worry about it, Paul. Look at the studio miniature and the terrible paint job on the studio miniature. You can just say accurate to the filming model. Yeah, just say you're accurate to the filming model. Don't worry about it.
White Glove Models says, what, no mushy peas? I like the word smushy. I thought
Smushy peas.
like smushy peas. I thought
Smushy peas.
were supposed to be part of every meal. I bet they even sell smushy pea crisps over there.
I wish they did. Do they?
Yeah, they have done. Yeah, Walkers used to do these silly taste sort of crisps, didn't they?
Like hedgehog and stuff.
Hedgehog and smushy peas and chips.
Mushy pea.
I like that word. Smushy peas. From now on,
Smushy pea.
Fish chips and smushy peas, please.
Do it with the lateral list. Smushy peas.
Smushy peas.
In this house, we have to legally say mushy pea when we can't say mushy pea. We have to say it like that.
No. When I go in that chip shop next, I've got to ask for some smushy peas.
Is that going to be the chippy bank? Get some scampi as well. They do the best scampi.
Yeah.
I know it's not exactly like in your local neighbourhood, but you need to go all the way to the chippy bank anyway.
Oh yeah. I'm always at Ulverston to Chippy Bank.
Yeah, chippy bank. Best chippy in the world.
In front of Laurel Hardy Museum.
I thought that had moved. I thought that wasn't there anymore.
I'll put you up there so you can talk amongst yourselves, and I'll just keep quiet down here. I don't know what you're talking about.
Ted. So anyway, Ted, yeah, mushy peas and the chippy bank with the scampi. Ooh,
Yeah, I know.
best chippy in the world, man.
Temporary Bobby's name says belly, mint steak and onion pie with chips, bench, the 1350 USS North Carolina.
Right, need a big bench.
All right. Graham McRubber says belly, a chicken curry in the microwave. Bench, change my. Hang on, I'll read it as written. Belly, a chicken curry in the microwave. Bench, change my hobby to drawing. Commas, people.
So is Graham McRobert sitting there at the moment, anticipating the ping of the microwave?
I bet.
You can hear the motor running, and then it stops, and a split second later, it's a ping.
Yeah, but the best thing about like microwave curries is you can smell them all around the house, and you're like,
Bing! And then it says, let's stand for 2 minutes. No, doesn't happen.
no.
Straight
Well,
out.
mine says like do it for 4 minutes, then stir it, and no, I'll just 7 minutes, bang faced, gone.
Yeah, that's it. Paul Dieter says it was a Sunnyside egg on his hamburgers. Yeah, good. Nice and runny eggs.
I made the guy in my local corner shop most amused because they have this specific brand of curry, and you get the curry and the rice as two separate products. You don't get them in one box. And he said, "You really like those curries, don't you?" Because I'm always buying them. I said, "Yeah, 7 minute, 4 minute, mouth." And he went, "What do you mean?" I said, 7 minutes for that one, 4 minutes for that one, mouth.
Yeah.
I said, 7 minute, 4 minute, face.
Now, Anders, a belly, he's still on a diet. I thought he'd moved his diet day from a Monday because we always talk about Phil. Belly, diet still in progress. So it was shrimp chicken salad for lunch. Nutrition
Shrimp
drink and
salad.
fruit this evening. Bench, forgot to look.
He forgot to look.
He forgot
He's gone
to
all
look.
northern. Oh, by heck.
By heck. I better go and have a look.
Yeah, Candygram says to Paul Ditter, that's okay actually. The figures in the Space 1919 Eagle prop were painted terribly. Also, just say they are screen accurate. So what we said basically.
Yeah. Just slap it on.
Peter Rogers
said
tells
he's gonna-
Colin you should have ordered a wimpy because you can. You could.
See, I see what you did.
Why I order?
Yes. Mac Belly homemade bacon and cheese. Homemade bacon and cheeseburger with curly fries. Bench Lego Technic McLaren Senna.
Wait, I've lost where you are.
Near the bottom.
I'll be looking for a ding soon. It's nearly done. Do you tell us
Oh,
when
yeah, I
you've done
found
it? And you get a ding.
Colin says he had a Mackie D feast the other day, but not today. Colin, we've done Colin. Has Colin done belly? Yes, he did, didn't he? Yes.
Yeah, that was the pot noodles. We talked about it
Yes.
for a little while.
We did indeed, yes. Just because I've got the brain hat.
You need to wind it up. Is that the problem?
You'll see,
I need to generate some power to get the batteries back on.
You'll see eventually the blade will start going itself. It's all the hot air rising.
Oh yeah. I wish it made a noise like wood 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 when you did it, but it doesn't. Okay.
Yeah,
I think I may have just
Panzer
invented a new hat. I'll need to make that.
Koenig. Yeah, we're up to Panzer Koenig, who had breaded fish on seedy bread. That's posh fish finger sarnie. I
Ooh.
thought it sounded very posh. Bench a Meng AMX 30830B2. See, when it's on your bench, it's just numbers.
Mm-hmm. That's why we're more interested in the food bit and not so much in the bench bit, because it's just numbers and letters usually.
Yeah, it's often just numbers.
Richard Thomas says belly 10 spicy chicken wings, chips, and a can of Pepsi. Bench Tamiya Mitsubishi Lancer Evo 4.
Paul Leader says there was chat about the best sprue cutters. What's the consensus, gents? Well, anybody else in the chat will probably tell you, but I know that people going about God hands and whatever. I haven't got any of them. I don't know if you two guys have, but I just use.
I do. I have a pair of God hands, but eModels don't sell God hands. It's really hard to get these outside of the Asian territories, so don't bother with God hands.
Yeah. But I just find a nice pair of sharp sprue cutters just as good as anything else.
eModels have the Zuron, a few of the Zuron ones in stock.
Yeah,
which
I've got the Zuron
really
ones
nice.
that I've used for a few years, and they're great.
Yeah. A lot of people rave about the Display ones, or however they're pronounced, but I don't think eModels stock though. They might do. I'm not sure. But yeah, the God hands. I've not used the Display ones, so I can't comment. But I love my God hands. It's just there's no point trying to buy God hands in the UK. It's like 45 quid plus 45 quid shipping. No, I was gifted mine, so I was lucky. So.
Yeah. Buy yourself something about 20 quid's worth from eModels.
Yeah.
And then you can see whether you like them or not. And if you don't like them, it's not that much of a loss, is it? You've always got them in your box.
I've got the Mr. Hobby ones as well. There's the Mr. Hobby. Excuse you, Mr. Hobby, Mr. Tools, Mr. Cutter, Mr. Nipples, Mr. Bob Dobalina. And these are actually really nice, but they're not as delicate as the God hands, but there are different sizes of these. But yeah, the Mr. Hobby ones are really, really good. Yeah. They do have them in stock.
Just remember, when you start using sprue cutters, or not to cut huge sort of trees on them, just you snip the parts off and not sort of start cutting the big thick bits, because that's what snaps the ends.
Well, unless they're heavy duty ones, but don't cut from the tip ever. Cut from halfway along or from towards the end. People complain about the God hand ones saying the tips always snap. Well, they do if you cut from the tip. You have to cut from like halfway along. Down there, you don't cut from the pointy end, because that'll just kill them straight away. Oh, I've dropped them now. There you go.
There you go. That's how you ruin them. You drop
That'll
them.
kill them straight away. Yeah.
Yeah. Lots of people coming in now with their ideas on sprue cutters. What are we up to?
But yeah, Zuron and Mr. Hobby are the ones they've got in stock, and they are both really good.
Right, it's about that time again. Should we do a what's in store?
Oh,
It's Ted's store time.
is that
It's
Ted
my-
making decisions and everything?
Yeah,
It's
I
my
told him.
Should we? Let's just do this. Okay.
I think that crisp might be working its way down. That's why he's trying to rush things along.
Yeah, there may be a bit of plate tectonics going on. You think? Bit of a pyroclastic flow.
Anyway, let's get on with doing a what's in store, because it's my turn, and I spent ages and ages and ages and ages trying to think of things to think. Yeah, I didn't spend that long at all.
Seconds.
Because I thought, what's happening in the world this week?
See, we know Ted didn't take long, because when Ted normally does it, he puts a link in our chat, and then about 3 minutes later you get the next one, because he's doing it as he goes along. With this one's like, there you go. There's all the links. Okay.
Yeah, well, I think this week it's so easy. We should have the wrong answers. I think if you're going to win this week, because the prize once again is nothing.
Nothing.
I think this week we should have the best wrong answer.
Hang on, everybody's just going to put the wrong answer.
Because it's easy. It's so easy this week.
Yeah, that's true.
It's really.
So for the dumbest answer,
The dumbest, silliest answer, and you can win. Actually, we'll double the prize up to 2 bags of nothing.
why am I doing that to the microphone? It's the camera where you can see things.
2 bags of nothing. So yeah.
See,
So that's what we're gonna
Colin says nothing.
do.
Nothing, because they coo.
Colin's also asking, is it not Fox's what's in store? I think that's next week.
That's next week.
Again.
We've kind of gone back to the routine now.
Yeah,
But
the
only
routine
once
where
every
it was
3
Fox
weeks,
last
'cause-
week, and it's Fox next week. Yeah, that's the routine.
No. Was it me last? Hang on, was it me last
No,
week?
no, it's your turn next week. You just agreed to it.
Oh, it's
on
Chris
camera,
next
so-
week then, yes,
No,
in that
no,
case,
we said
yes.
Fox next week.
No. You said you used the words from your face, now it's too late.
Right, shall we go across and do what's in stock? Remember, it's dead easy. I've picked it random, not a random really.
Would you
but
like
I've
me to
picked-
press the button for you, Ted, or you can do it yourself?
In a minute, I'll do it. I can't press the buttons. You press. Yeah, at least you've got to do something for your living, Chris. Yeah. Chris presses the buttons as he said earlier. He's got the buttons, so
He's got the easy job. Yes.
Yeah. So all
Colin's still trying to make it my what's in store next year. I'm pretty sure I did it last week.
No, it's next week's yours. Are you ready then, Ted?
In a minute, yeah, go on then. Yeah, you know the rules. When I say go, at the end, when I come back, I'm going to say go. You've got to say what the link is, or in this case, what the link isn't. Yeah, we'll see how this
Butchery
goes.
gas.
Where should we go? Now, the first one we've got tonight is an Abtelung 502 Ghost Grey from the Fantasy range. We all know Abtelung 502, the oil pigment, the oil paints, brilliant things.
Built
for modelers, made for modelers, because the pigments in these are fantastic. And they're not just for weathering, things like that. They are actually good enough to paint with if you've got resin figures and things like that.
Oh, absolutely. They're like a billion times finer than regular artist oil paints, and they're a lot less oily. They have a lot less linseed oil. They're actually perfectly fine for actual painting as well. If you're a traditional painting on a canvas artist, as I used to be in my youth, they'd be really good for painting as well, because they dry a lot quicker than regular artist oils. They're a lot less. They're a lot more opaque, so they're really, really nice colours.
Now, I'm sure we've all heard of Starship Filth.
Starship Filth
for one reason or another. This is 502. This is the Abtelung 502 from the same range, and it's not that expensive either. $3.99, and it lasts forever.
Yep.
Foxx has still got the world supply of Starship Filth in his
I've only got about 4 or 5 tubes, bizarrely. I thought I had like 50 tubes, but I've got like 4.
You sold all the rest on eBay at a high profit.
You've probably got another drawer full of them that you've forgotten about.
I must have forgotten about that.
Next one, we'll go over. This is the Rodin 1/4 scale.
I'm afraid, Ted, that everybody's already answered what the theme is in chat.
I bet they have.
Blue, cheese and onion, red, ghost, Valentine's, bigant. I don't know what bigant means.
Well, we're going to carry on, and I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. What's in store, whether you want it or not. So this is the
For you, Tommy, the vote is over.
If Chris could build this one, because it's his scale. Douglas DC-10. Douglas, this is an AC/DC 47D.
This is a DC-10 when it's just totally not that at all. How'd you get to? It's a Douglas half-track Panzer Faust.
The DC isn't in there, but I just thought it sounded good anyway. But this is the Douglas AC/DC. It's now the AC/DC 47D, the spooky gunship. And there's no other details about it apart from it's a spooky gunship. Woo!
I think Ted might be suffering with these crisps. I think there's something
I think Ted,
definitely wrong.
I think he's picked up. What's that thing you get when you eat the funky bread and it makes you go a bit mad? French tend to get it a lot. What's it? I can't remember what it's called now.
It must be the crisps. There it is. Flying over. It looks like flying over the green lands of Vietnam. But
Temporary Bobbins is guessing the anti-disestablishmentarianism of the bourgeois elite by the proletariat, but he spells proletariat wrong. But close enough.
That's nearly right. Flying over the green lands of Vietnam, but as the Americans did with everything, if it was big and it flew, they put guns on it, and that's what they did with this one. So there we go. Now this one, we've been picking a few of these lately. This is the Tiki Trike from the Trick Trike series. I didn't know there was a series of Trick Trikes, but there we go.
I think they'll all be like. I think these are all like vintage kits, aren't they? From the before times.
This is 1/25th scale model kit, so it's going to be quite big, quite a bit of fun, and there's only 50 parts in it, so there's not a lot to lose. And the finished product is over 6 inches long, says the blurb. Chrome parts
it's a vintage kit.
but there we go.
Yeah, it's like the
40
funny cars and stuff. Those kits
Yeah,
are all re-releasing them all over the place.
It'll be something fun, something nice to have on your or have on your shelf.
See,
MPC,
Festa could orc that up quite nicely.
we could sort of steampunk that, couldn't you?
And don't forget, folks, this is the third item.
Yeah, so you've got to buy it.
Yeah, you are contractually obliged to buy the third item. And don't forget,
no
of course, we don't know how many of any of these we've got in stock because we don't actually work for eModels. So there could be one, there could be 1,000. So if anything tickles your fancy,
Slap it in your basket.
yeah, and remember,
It's not yours till you check it out.
yeah, so if you want to pick up any of these, get it in your basket and get it checked out straight away. Because if there's one in stock and somebody else gets in there, you'll lose it. So
Yeah, that's it. If you want it, buy it, because that's it. The next one is the Tamiya 1/10 scale Midnight Pumpkin metallic car kit. Now, as we know, eModels don't just sell plastic kits. They are one of the country's leaders in selling radio control stuff as well. And this big monster truck thing, 156 quid worth of kit, and it's probably out of the box, ready to run. So, oh look, some new pictures. Yeah, let's try and refresh that and see if we get any details.
refresh and drag.
Refresh, drag. No, we don't get
No.
any new pictures.
Oh, no, there you go.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
There we go. There we go.
All the
art,
pictures in the world.
box art, yeah. Tamiya Midnight Pumpkin. As we know with the Tamiya stuff, this will probably just come as a ready-to-run kit, and you will need to add all the radio kit that you probably already got if you're in a radio control. But big bouncy tires.
Steady
Gear
Norris.
ratios 14.7 to 1. Injection molded body, ABS box type frame. Independent rolling suspension, and there's a motor included, a 540 motor, quite powerful. Comes with high performance. Yeah, this comes with a speed controller, so that's useful to know. Includes a wheelie bar for wild stunts. So if you are into your radio controlled cars, this is one to have some fun with.
Did you know that Tamiya, actually the majority of their income comes from RC kits and stuff? Only 2% of their of their profit comes from actual plastic model kits, like the military miniatures and stuff. The rest of it comes from remote control. Interesting little factoid. I thought I'd point that out.
But what came first, the electric car kits, or the plastic kits?
Well, if you look at the old vintage military miniatures, they have like batteries molded into the inside of them, like little pictures of batteries as if they were meant to be motorized. So technically, all of them.
Yeah. Jump. The Tamiya Midnight Pumpkin metallic car kit. And the next one. Ooh, spooky. The Revell 1/150th Ghost. Ghost. Yeah.
Either he's been on the gin or he's not been anywhere near the gin for too long. I'm not quite sure which it is.
It was the crisps. There's a few pictures in this. It looks really spooky. This comes with the fluorescent colour and applicator brush in the kit. And yeah, once you've built it and you've applied the night colour with the brush provided in the kit, it will glow in the dark. Ooh.
I have heard from people it's actually quite a fun thing to build and paint that. It's actually quite a good fun thing.
So yeah, you could build this and impress the kids with your skills in the dark. Yeah.
Wait, family friendly.
Maybe we shouldn't mention that. But anyway, it's only £21.14, and it's a clipped together kit. So I don't think it takes any brains to put it together. Good for the kids. They can put it together and they can impress their friends.
Yeah, it's good for the kids with radioactive glow-in-the-dark paint.
Remember when that stuff was radioactive?
Yeah.
All the fluorescent stuff.
All the old vintage like clocks with the glowy bits on the dials, and that was all like, pure radioactive death chemicals.
That's it. So hopefully this will be fully approved and safe for use by children, and your teeth won't fall out and go bald.
Yeah, they might.
Panzer has an update for us. He says Tamiya originally started out as a timber merchant, and they made wooden boat kits before they started making plastic models.
interesting Japanese company facts are always interesting. For example, Nintendo started out making playing cards.
Playing cards, I knew that.
Yeah.
See, yeah. See, Monday night is a school night with eModels.
Yep.
Always learn something in your brain.
Yes. And now the final item of tonight is this one. It's somewhat strange, not strange, somewhat unusual from eModels, and it's from Polar Lights. It's actually a resin sort of diorama.
They do quite a few of these, don't they?
Yeah, the Wizard of Oz, the Wicked Witch of the West. Now, I've actually seen this kit, and it is actually it's pretty good. It's nicely molded. It's in resin, by the way. That's why it's so expensive. And you can paint it. The witch comes in a number of poses. She has a number of hands, where you could have her holding the broom or things like that. And the characters in the globe, they're separate as well. You can paint all them. If you've ever been, I don't know, has anybody been and seen Wicked, the stage show? It's a little bit like that, but yeah, you need to get the colour of the witch just right to make it. There's a resin cast of it and the monkey.
I have to say, when I was a kid, the Wizard of Oz film would just make me ridiculously angry, and I would storm out the room the moment it's. I don't know why. I just hated it. The film, it just make me angry. I'd be like, "Oh!" and I'd just have to go out of the room. I remember one Christmas having to sit and watch it at someone's house, and I was just sat there going, "Oh!" Grange Hill had the same effect. It's very strange.
Well, there we are. The Wicked Witch of the West. Yeah. So if you're into this sort of thing, it would make a nice little sort of display in your little cabinet.
White Glove Models says, but does she glow in the dark? Well, if you buy this and the boat, you can
then
use
throw the boat
paint
away and keep the paint.
Yeah, you could paint a face and a hands to glow in the dark.
I suppose you could be like super realistic and do the over green, Technicolor green, because when in the early days of color films they had to do all the colors exaggerated because then the camera would pick them up. So, for example, if the original Star Trek pilot episode, Spock was actually in a lot of green makeup, but he didn't look that green because that's how the color correction came out. So interesting little cinematographical point there.
So just in case you haven't guessed the real connection tonight, we've got Ghost Grey. We've got the Douglas DC-10.
DC-10. This is the 747
The
Dreamliner.
The ACDC 47D. And then we got the Tyke Trike from Trick Trike series. We've got Midnight Pumpkin. Then we got the Gold
Pumpkin.
And then we got finally the Polar Lights, the Wizard of Oz. So I'll stop sharing, and it's time to say go. Remember, we want the wrong answers. Yeah, I'm sure you know what the right answer is, but let's have a funny wrong answer. But there we go.
Processing. It's actually not cooling my head in any way, shape, or form. I was kind of hoping it might vent my head a little bit, but
Levels of moistness, highway to hell, cheese and onion. Tuning forks or banjos. That's a good one. The things that kids give kids nightmares. 660th anniversary of Bajajiko. Did you know it's so many years ago today that it was charge of the Light Brigade? No.
So many years ago. It's a number of years ago today, yeah.
Trumpton Fire Station says Panzer, and Anders says Easter Bunnies.
I like that one. Trumpton Fire Station. Yeah, that's enough to give kids nightmares, isn't it? Trumpton Fire Station.
Pew pew, Barnaby Grew, Cuthbert Dibble and Grub.
Yeah, yes. There we go. Yeah, Pranzer Cody can win 2 bags of nothing tonight. Well done.
Yay.
With your answer of Trumpton Fire Station. Is it bonfire night? There's a clue. Who's doing next week's What's in Store? There's a clue. Bonfire night.
Chris.
There we go. Yep, right. That's it. From me. I've done my bit. I can go back to sleep now. Where's them crisps?
There's some crisps. I think them crisps have some random stacky botrytis atra or something on them.
Do they ferment?
I think they are probably in vitro, if you know what I mean.
Can I go through them, please? Says Stuart Tucker. No.
No, you don't get a ding for that.
I've lost the chat. Never mind.
Oh no, I finally won nothing, says Panzer.
Yeah, oh no,
Yes,
boo,
treasure,
yeah,
treasure
woo.
it, treasure
I'll
it,
let-
'cause you've got 2 bags of nothing to come.
Our Leggett says, was Bonnie Prince Charlie the only historical figure named after 3 sheepdogs? Bonnie Prince Charlie.
Boy, yeah, I get it.
Here all week, try the fish.
It took a while, but it got there.
It worked its way through. Max says the McLaren Senna is finished. Ding.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Has nobody else finished anything this week? Come on. Since last Monday, somebody else must have
Yeah,
finished
There's
something.
a few things handed out quite early on in the show.
That's true. I've forgotten since then. So.
Yeah. Has anybody finished anything while they've been watching the show? That could be a challenge for you. How? Yeah. Do you think you could start something and finish it in the duration of a show?
The
Well, if you
kebab.
like a packet of crisps, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've not even finished my cup of tea during the duration of the show.
It could have had a go at finishing those crisps, or it wouldn't have been a very good show with just lots of crunching and munching.
You could
I
finish
don't
the
know, it would be
Titanic.
better than normal.
Yeah, it would be an improvement. I shall look forward to DPD not delivering my 2 bags of nothing. They just throw it over the wall and leave a note that they posted it. Yeah, that's all they do. Yeah. So
No, that's Hermes. And that's Yodel, sorry. That throw it over the wall.
yeah, throw it over the wall, take a picture of next door's front door and leave.
DPD are at least fairly civilised. They knock on the door at least.
Don't get anything out of the van, but they just knock on the door.
Bye.
I did have a parcel attempted to be delivered from a company that I can't remember the name of, that I've never heard of before, that have tracking, and I was tracking it, and it was near my house, and it still said it was going to be like 5 hours, and it kept going near my house, and then eventually went to Luton, 25 miles away, and then I got a message saying, we attempted to deliver but were unsuccessful. It's like, yes, because you're 25 miles away.
Yeah, but did they then send you a text saying, we attempted to deliver your parcel, but we were unsuccessful?
No,
Please
they
forward
sent a
50
picture. There was a picture of the attempted delivery that was just completely black.
Yeah.
So it's like,
yeah, it
See,
wasn't a case of to have it redirected. Please send £50 to this postal address.
See, I like the fact now that when you get a delivery like of some stuff with a lot of the couriers and things, they send you an email saying, we've delivered it, and there's a photograph of the parcel on your front door. And occasionally there's a photograph of me taking it off the guy because he's taking the picture of him taking it off him. I'm like, hey!
I've done one like that where I've got my parcel held up and waved.
I did one at one point, and the guy's like, no, you can't be in the picture. Go back in. I'm like, okay, sorry.
you're sometimes allowed to have your feet in the picture as it's on the doorstep.
Yeah. No, that's a different kind of photograph. There's a whole thing about feet. And, no, you don't want to know.
I don't want to know about pictures of your feet. No.
No, that's a whole thing that you don't want to know.
We've got a thing to finish off with, haven't we?
We've got a couple of things.
Got a couple of things to finish off with.
Should we remind people they might have a chance to go and win?
Are we doing that next?
Well, it's sort of time, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you doing that, or am I doing that?
Yeah. I don't care.
Excellent.
You've not got it ready, have you? You died since you...
It's just there on my other screen. I can see it with all my eye holes.
Yeah,
You were moaning that I didn't do anything, so I've got it here. I'll do it.
Don't
Don't worry.
Oh
I'll do it.
no, I just shut up now.
No, I've got it now. Look. All you have to do is go across to last week's video, like that one there, and leave a comment on it. You could
See,
win
now
a
I've
thing.
started pressing buttons and I don't know how to get out of it.
I love to be asleep.
You could win a thing. You could win one of 2 things. We're giving away 2 things tonight. You could win one of these, or
One of them.
one of them,
One of them.
or one of these, or one of them. All you had to do was leave a video on this comment.
Leave a
The other way
video.
around. Leave a comment on this video from last week. You can go and do it now. Quick.
Yeah,
Go on
and
and
you can do one for each one if you want to enter for both, but we'll only pull you out once if your name gets pulled.
Absolutely. I was just looking at that screen that I've got now in front of me, where the video screen is, and I wondered why I wasn't moving when I was here. But
Because I have mine set on just like a freeze frame of you pulling a funny facial expression, so I'm sitting there thinking, hang on, that's not my... Wait, what?
I just broke it. What did I do?
I don't know.
I don't
You
know
pressed
what I
it.
did.
I think you flipped between two things and you broke YouTube.
I did. I broke it. We're back here now, but we're there, and I don't know where we are now. That's it. You can see it again. It's all right.
Yeah.
I fixed it. It's all better.
While he's fartassing about, you've got a few seconds to get your comment on last week's video. If you're not sure which one last week's video is, it's got last week's Monday date on it, on the title.
It'll be the one that's called that one. Yeah, look.
And it's on the eModels UK channel, where all the eModels UK videos are.
Now, when I did load this page, there were 14 comments. There's now 26, and
Hooray,
that might not
it's
even be
amazing how
now.
that
There
happens,
might be
isn't it?
even more than that by the time we get
they're
there.
keen to win one of them things. Yeah, and this is a real thing from a real delivery and a real person.
Yep.
Really fetch it to the door.
You've
really
got to
leave
be in it to win it.
Damn it! I did it again. I wonder why Ted wasn't moving when he was talking.
Chris, you're an idiot.
Right, this is how we're going to do it. We're going to pick a winner, and then we're going to
Sounds
pick
like a
another
song.
winner. That's the way it works, isn't it?
Yeah. Was that your belly, Ted? Have they worked their way through already?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Now, some people did leave a comment with the name of the kit that they wanted to win. So, well, if that comes up first, then that'll be the first one.
Yep.
But if it doesn't, then what was the first one? The first one I've got in here is that one, the Grenadiers.
Panzer
Panzer
Koenig said
Grenadiers.
He's going to pass on this time because he's won 2 bags of nothing tonight. So he's
This is
leading,
true, yeah.
Yeah, he's generous, leading things for other people to win.
Yeah. Or you
Right.
could just put a comment on there and you're too late now anyway, though.
Yeah, well, it's not quite yet. You can still now for, about another 10
Yeah.
seconds, maybe. But
We've got 10 minutes to kill, so we're just trying to drag this out a little bit.
drag it out a little bit longer, yeah. I was wondering, what's the add extra entries bit? Well, that would be cheating, wouldn't it?
I don't know.
I'm not going to do it, because that sounds...
I wouldn't press it because something will go wrong.
Yeah, I'm not going to press that.
We don't
But
have
I
a
shall-
good track history in our group of pressing things that we don't understand what they do.
This is true. I'm going to click the button now to get the comments, and we'll see how many there are.
You might not want to filter duplicates if people have entered twice.
Okay, there's 27.
400 comments.
Yeah,
27 comments.
I'm sure we can work it out.
We'll figure it out. So for the first thing, or the one that has been named, the winner of the first one is... There we go. Random as ever has won the Grenadiers, because that was what we said first. So that's yay.
Lynn
works.
Dipple says, "Damn internet, I couldn't comment," but she's just popped up there as it went past. So you're in there with
Maybe
the
she
chat.
did
today.
eventually.
Yeah.
Yes. So there we go. Do you want to read out all the comment there, Fox?
Apart from the fact it's hundreds of miles from my face and tiny, I can't see it.
Okay.
So it's behind the camera.
Yeah,
What does it
can't
say?
see it.
I don't know.
Panzer
It's in
Grenadiers.
foreign. It says, "Hey Gunther, try not to run us over." I think that's Gunther, is it? Or I don't know.
Hey Gunther, try not to run us over, yeah, das ist
There
richtig.
we go. That's that. So random as ever has won the first thing, the Panzer Grenadiers. Send an email to email at. My words are not working today. I don't know. I'm very very
Two
tired.
words are broke.
Send an email to eModels. Up there above Ted, it says ted@emodels.co.uk. Tell us you've won this. It's hashtag 6161. That's nice and easy to remember.
Make sure to include your name, address, and your phone number just in case the courier needs a phone number. Just say you've won that kit. We'll forward it on to the guys in the store, and they will get it sent out to you.
Right, I'll just click the pick another winner thing, and as long as it doesn't say Panzer Grenadiers and random as ever, then we'll see who wins the other thing.
Yeah, it can only win one.
Fallen Comrade, there you go. It even worked. It's like,
Yay! It even did what we needed it to do.
well done,
If it didn't
Scott.
work,
Scott
it just
Essery has won the Fallen Comrade. He said, "This is the third time this week, Bob." I think it's because he fell over again, wasn't it? This is Fallen Comrade. So if you are whoever I said it
Scott
was,
Essery.
Scott, yeah, there we go. Send us an email with the hashtag 6119 telling us you've won that one, and we'll get that sent out.
Obviously put in the title, "I won a prize" as well. Not just put
yeah,
hashtag
that would be quite
6119,
helpful.
Yeah. Name, address, and phone number again, just in case some of the couriers require a phone number to place the order. So.
Yeah, and what happens is that you send us the email and then we forward it on to the store because the stuff comes straight from the store, which we have no connection with.
Yeah, remember we don't work at eModels, so we don't have to get our hands dirty at all.
No, it's nice, isn't it?
Yeah, we work from home from eModels.
Yeah, we could sit here giving stuff away all night, and all that would happen is people would be bald by the end of the evening.
Yeah, that would be.
Yeah, you wouldn't like that.
So very sporting of Panzer to say, well done to the winners. Yeah, thank you. And well done to you all.
I
And
think what that
everybody-
really means is that he actually forgot to enter him and he realised you'd already loaded the screen. He was like, oh, fudge.
Yeah. No, he said he'd already got them in his stash anyway.
Yeah, he says
So
that.
everybody's a winner on eModels because you have us.
Yeah, you've won us for another Monday evening.
Yeah. And you can watch us on playback as well if you want to.
You know what we didn't do, though? We
What
forgot
didn't-
to ask James, mate, for another prize to give away. So,
Well, we don't normally do that till next week, do we?
yeah, we do a giveaway and then we do the draw with the giveaway and then we do the...
No, we don't. We do.
Do we not?
A giveaway, a draw, a giveaway, a draw, a giveaway.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we do. Yeah. Keep,
My
It's been a
brain's
while,
obviously in
Fox.
dirt.
We'll let you
Yeah.
off. It's fine.
I think I may have knocked my dip switches and something's not working quite right.
keep up with the script.
Wait, there's a script?
Yeah. That will sort of like brings us to the end of the evening then, doesn't it? Because we've done everything. We've had a nice chat. We've looked at some model type stuff. And we've given some things away.
We haven't done any Festus factoids because we can't just compete with Festus factoids.
No, it doesn't. It just always we try. We do try, but it just doesn't work when we do it.
It's like the moment Trevor McDonald stopped reading the news, I lost interest in the news.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, the moment they took Big Ben off, striking the news at 10, boom.
Yeah.
It didn't work anymore, did it?
No.
No. News at 9:30? No. Just
William
didn't fit.
Rayburn's just come in and says, hi and bye, everyone.
Yeah, hi, bye. Yeah, hi. Thanks for joining us.
Hi,
Yes,
bye.
well, yeah. If you have just sat watching us out there in Chatland, never mind. You can watch us again just by clicking the subscribe button down here somewhere. I think it is, and then don't forget
Just on Chris's shoulder.
Yeah, don't forget click the notification bell as well, and then you won't miss us next week when we come live and we come back and we talk about rubbish again and maybe give things away again.
Yeah. Well, next week will be a different time, won't it? Because the clocks change this weekend.
Oh,
yeah.
do they? Oh, good God.
Yeah, well, for us it'd be the same time.
Same
for other
time, but
people in
different,
other parts-
sort of.
Yeah. but
Do you know,
for other
I have
people-
to say, since the advent of mobile phones that do all that automatically, the clock change, life has got so much easier because up until I had a mobile phone, I would never know when the clocks changed and I'd be out for weeks and I'd just be late for work and
Yeah,
fired.
well, it's next week when your mobile phone changes itself. You leave the one on the cooker till next year, till it's right again, and the same as the one in the car. That
The one in the
just
car
stays
you
the
never
same.
change, no.
Oh, that means the central heating, the thermostat on the central heating clock is going to be an hour out and none of us have any understanding of how to reset it. Fudge. It's got like 2 buttons and none of them relate to the clock, so we just really have no idea how to reset the therm. It's like, okay, the heating goes off, comes on at 12 in the afternoon, okay.
Turn the switch off and then wait for 1 hour and turn it back on again.
Yeah.
No, you have to set the clock.
Move
because
next
the heating
door. That'll probably be the answer, won't it?
Yeah, for basically half the year, the heating comes on before you get up, and half the year it comes on after you've got up and gone to work. So it's no use.
There we go. Anyway, we'll leave you all and we'll go and have a look at the instruction manuals for our clocks so that we're with you at the same time next week.
Yep.
But if you're in the rest of the world, it might be a little bit different. So just check up and make sure you click the notification bell so you know when we do go live. We are live and things like that. So until next week, we'll leave you all for now. Thank you very much for joining us. Hope you had some fun and we'll see you all next week. Take care.
Yep.
Look after yourself. Bye-bye.
Adios,
Bye.
amigos.
Bye-bye.